What does it mean to be a global citizen in a world that often feels divided? For me, it's about recognizing that the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the injustices we fight don't stop at national borders. It's about understanding that our daily choices, what we buy, what we protest, even what we plant, ripples across the globe. And no one embodied this more powerfully than Wangari Maathai, the Kenyan activist who taught us that saving the environment and empowering people aren't separate battles. They are one and the same. Maathai's journey began in the rural highlands of Kenya, where she grew up surrounded by lush forests. But after earning a biology degree in the US and becoming the first East African woman to earn a PhD, she returned home to a shocking sight. The forests of her childhood were vanishing, replaced by barren land. The consequences were devastating. Women walked hours for firewood, crops failed, and poverty deepened. Mathai realized that this wasn't just an environmental crisis, it was a human rights crisis. So, in 1977, she founded the Green Belt movement with a radical idea: pay women to plant trees. At first, people laughed. A woman planting trees in a country ruled by a dictator? But Mathai persisted. She saw trees as more than carbon sinks. They were tools for democracy. Each seedling became a symbol of resistance against government corruption and gender inequality. She stated, "When we plant trees, we plant the seeds of peace and hope." Her movement spread like wildfire, but so did backlash. She was beaten, jailed, and mocked as that crazy woman with trees. Yet, by 2004, her tiny initiative had planted 30 million trees and employed 100,000 women. That same year, she stood on the Nobel stage, the first African woman to win the Peace Prize for environmental work. In her speech, she didn't just talk about Kenya. She connected dots most leaders ignored: how deforestation in Africa fuels climate disasters worldwide, how silencing women perpetrates poverty. She states, "You cannot protect the environment unless you empower people." That's what made her a true global citizen. She refused to see issues in isolation. Maathai passed away in 2011, but her movement lives on. Today, her mentees lead reforestation projects from Liberia to Haiti. Young activists like Greta Thunberg cite her as inspiration. And her most radical idea, that saving the planet starts with uplifting the marginalized, is now mainstream. But her real lesson: global citizenship isn't about grand gestures. It's about asking, whose voice is missing? Whose land is exploited for my comfort? And most importantly, what can I plant, literally or figuratively, that will outlast me? So the next time you feel overwhelmed by the world's problems, remember Mathai's quiet revolution. No matter who or where we are or what our capabilities, we are called to do the best we can.